Imagine a Friday night. The world outside is a blur of neon lights, clinking glasses, and the constant hum of conversation. Most people are out, chasing the next social high. But then there is you, or someone like you, sitting in the quiet. No unread messages, no missed calls, just a profound, heavy silence. To the outside observer, this looks like a tragedy. They see a void. They see someone the world has forgotten. But what if everything they believe about popularity and social success is a lie? What if the person with a nearly empty contact list is not hiding from the world, but is actually experiencing it on a frequency most can never reach? Today, we are going inside the minds of those who walk alone. We are going to uncover the rare character traits that define people with few or no friends. By the end of this journey, you will realize that what the world calls loneliness is actually a rare form of psychological mastery. If you have ever felt like an outsider looking in, stay with me. You are about to discover why your empty calendar might be your greatest strength. The first rare trait is an uncompromising selective integrity. Most people collect friends like they collect digital likes. They tolerate gossip, drama, and fake smiles just to avoid the discomfort of an empty room. But people with few friends have a different internal compass. They have a biological intolerance for superficiality. For them, a shallow conversation is not just boring, it is physically draining. They would rather spend 1,000 nights alone than 1 hour pretending to be someone they are not. This is not about being judgmental. It is about an intense loyalty to the truth of human connection. They understand a fundamental law of psychology that the quality of relationships is the primary predictor of life satisfaction, not the quantity. While others are building a wide net of acquaintances, these individuals are building a deep well of character. They know that one authentic connection is worth more than 100 empty interactions. The second insight involves a unique brain architecture. Science shows that those who prefer solitude often have a more active prefrontal cortex, which is the zone of the brain responsible for planning and deep reflection. While the crowd gets their dopamine from external noise and new faces, the person with few friends finds their reward from within. Their mind is like a laboratory where every sound, word, and emotion is processed at a deeper level. This is why they often feel overstimulated by large groups. Their brain is simply absorbing too much information to stay on the surface. This is not a weakness. It is a high sensitivity nervous system that allows them to see what everyone else misses. Next, we have the trait of cognitive autonomy. There's a powerful psychological force called the herd instinct. It is the reason people buy things they do not need and adopt opinions they have not thought through. But when you do not have a large social circle constantly whispering in your ear, your mind becomes your own. These individuals have broken the chain of social pressure. They do not look to the crowd to tell them what is right or what is valuable. Their moral foundations are built in the quiet, away from the distorting heat of public opinion. This makes them original, unpredictable, and incredibly resilient. This sense of autonomy and agency provides powerful psychological benefits and higher life satisfaction. They are the ones who can stand their ground when the world goes mad because they have already mastered the art of being their own person. The fourth rare trait is the activation of the internal cinema. While others seek impressions outside, these individuals build entire universes inside. Neurobiology explains that in states of quiet, the brain activates the default mode network. This is a special mode where the mind generates original ideas, solves complex problems, and connects distant memories. For the person with no friends, solitude is not a prison, it is an incubator for genius. This is why so many of history's greatest thinkers and creators were often recluses. They understood that the most powerful transformations and insights happen in the silence. They are not bored, they are engaged in a constant, rich dialogue with their own imagination. Finally, there is the mastery of the flow state. Most people use social noise to drown out their own inner voice because they are afraid of what it might say. But those who walk alone have learned to listen to that voice. They find their highest levels of happiness not in leisure or parties, but in challenging activities that fully absorb their attention. Whether it is a craft, a project, or a deep study, they can disappear into their work for hours. This is the phenomenon of flow, where the ego vanishes and only the present moment remains. Their small social circle is not a sign of failure, it is a sign of focus. They have traded the shallow buzz of social approval for the deep satisfaction of personal mastery. So, if you find yourself with a small circle, or perhaps no circle at all, stop apologizing for it. Stop looking at the crowd and wondering why you do not fit in. The truth is, you are tuned to a different frequency. You have chosen the path of the rare few who value meaning over noise and truth over popularity. You are not broken. You are not a failure. You are a pioneer of the inner world. Remember, popularity is not a measure of value, and visibility is not a measure of significance. You can be in a crowded room and feel completely empty, or you can be alone and feel the entire universe vibrating within you. Your silence is your strength. Your solitude is your sanctuary. The next time the world tries to make you feel small for being alone, remember the rare traits you carry. You are the master of your own rhythm, the architect of your own peace, and the owner of a soul that does not need a crowd to be whole. Stay true to your quiet. Stay true to yourself. If you found yourself in this story or want to explore more about how our passions shape our minds, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts in the comments. What story does your soul tell? We will see you in the next video.